Welcome on board.
Thank you.
On the fastest delivery vehicle in the world.
One of the few with a job right now. One of the few taxis with a job right now.
Few taxis with a job, yeah, that's true. Anyhow, good morning, comrades. Today is the second day that we'll be doing food deliveries, and like we told you yesterday, I think we told you yesterday, and if we haven't, then we're telling it to you right now. We decided to do a bit of a different video. Today we're going to do a Q&A while we are delivering food, so we will not have too much of the same content, so to say. So, as always, we gave you opportunity to ask some questions on Instagram. A couple of them rolled in. I think the first one to kick off the show is, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah, you know what's funny is, it's from a business standpoint, it's kind of stressful because there's nothing going on. You know, so it's like, oh my gosh, you're used to being so busy and wanting to do stuff. We
made 70 euros yesterday.
Yeah, we did make 70 euros. Right. Okay, so never mind, I take it back. But the thing is that like today, Karfreitag, which is normally the busiest day ever, it was quite relaxing to just hang out and, you know, not have a ton of things to do and not 500 people at Apex. So yeah, it was kind of weird. It was weird, but I was like, wow, this is actually kind of nice, you know? So yeah, so in all, I'm doing pretty good. How about you, Misha? How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm also doing pretty good. I mean, like you said, from business perspective, it was sad, like not only Apex, but also like YouTube-wise, because it was like usually April and Karfreitag week is always like the best of content for all the reasons. So, but also like now with my new job at Rimac, we had lots of cool things planned, which was like, yeah, cannot happen. But because of that, you start to appreciate things, I guess. Yeah. And you have time to do other things. So overall, like I also mentioned in the many other videos, I don't think we can or should complain, because things are a lot worse for other people. And
no, I don't think we can complain, really.
Exactly. So we have beautiful weather. And I must say, actually, today people had lots of concerns regarding that people would still flock here to the Nürburgring, well, because it was supposed to be Karfreitag, and people were afraid that it's going to be too many. But actually, it was pretty quiet, I think.
Yeah, I think it was pretty mellow. I think that people did a good job. I saw a couple cars get towed down in Adenau because they decided to come down and they had illegal mods.
You didn't know what?
They had illegal mods on the car.
Oh, illegal mods. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so it's not because they like...
Yeah. That would have happened no matter what, right?
Exactly.
That would happen no matter what.
Yeah. Okay, what's our...
The second question was, how practical is the fastest delivery vehicle in the world?
I think the answer is on my knees right now.
It's not.
This is not really practical. We could take the cage out, the roll bar in the back.
We have like a bag that's literally this big in the front because this box won't fit in the boot. So we have this on Misha's lap, and it's not practical at all. It's like too low. It's bumpy. Yeah. Like at least people are getting free food because they're not going to complain when it comes like all.
But so far yesterday, everyone was very happy. Yep. People were like were WhatsApping in Lindenhof, were very happy with their order. So I think there was not much to complain. And actually, one of them said it was like the first time he got his delivery on time ever.
Yeah, it is. It was the first delivery time ever. Yeah.
Yeah. So that was good. So it is not really practical. Also, like if we're gonna take this question really serious, I think on fuel we spent a quarter of a tank yesterday.
Yeah, I mean we started at almost full, and now we're down to just above half. So yeah, we're pushing like a good third of a tank that we used yesterday.
Yeah, so that's not really like feasible in terms of economics. I mean, wear and tear on the car is definitely lower than it would be on a taxi lap.
Yeah, I think we're definitely per kilometer our use is going way up, but that's good. Yeah, or way down, I should say.
Yeah, I think Tech's gonna ask lots of questions.
Yeah, exactly.
Tech's like what happened here? Yeah. What else do we have?
There was another question. It was, what is the record fastest lap from the restaurant to a customer back to the restaurant?
I think it was about 1 minute. Maybe two.
Maybe two.
Because we took it easy, but it could have been actually sub-minute if we would have gone easy. It was someone who ordered like nearby the Ring Boulevard, actually. There's a small village called Baukhausen that you probably don't even know about. I didn't know about it until we had the order. Like, oh yeah, is that actually a village? Because usually it's like kind of a camping spot from for like events at the Nürburgring, etc. So that was pretty quick and cool.
Yeah, it was definitely an easy one, no doubt. But then we had one that I think took 30 minutes to get back from as well.
Yeah, well, more like 20.
20? Okay,
yeah, I think 20, but We had the last two were like pretty long, but it was a nice drive. We explored some new routes.
Yeah,
so
it was awesome.
Maybe we could do it for our road tours.
Yeah, that'll be road tours and Robert's boring car drive videos.
Yeah, the slow, the fast car slow.
Fast car slow
Driving
videos.
fast car slow. So if you want to see fast cars being driven slow, go to his channel. It's pretty cool content. Speaking of content, someone actually asked if we would like to roast some people's cars.
Yeah, and I think that'd be a really fun one. Or roast or rate.
Yes, exactly.
And it's actually it's pretty funny because we get along really well with Tom Schermer, and we enjoy him, and he has some strong opinions, we can say. And we actually always
politically correct.
Yeah, we always said that we wanted to have a little bit of fun and maybe do like Tom Schermer reacts, where we take somebody's car to Tom Schermer and see what he says about it.
Scheiße.
but really, when we saw that question when we were standing there,
the first thing popped
we
up
actually had a good laugh. We were like, "Oh, that would actually be really fun."
Yeah,
that would be really fun. Another one was, what's the best car you've ever experienced? I would assume, let's say, on the track. I think that's the best way to
I think exactly, because you have to define what do you mean by best car for, because there's like there's a purpose for every car. I mean, for me, the best car I experience for long-term trips is my Golf, because like I can drive a one tank from Zagreb to here.
Right,
so,
1,000 kilometers.
But maybe the most comfortable car was a Rolls Royce.
Yeah.
But the best car on track, that's still a difficult one, I think.
Yeah.
It's like asking what's your favorite child.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, it's one of those things where, again, for me, the best car on the road, I didn't really care if it looked okay, and obviously at the time it looked better than it does now, but the A8 that I had the most comfortable seats I've ever sat in. Sorry, Fabi baby. The Rolls is nice, but the A8...
And on behalf of Audi, I would like to thank you.
The A8 Long had better seats in it. It had like the 4,000 way adjustable. You could tip it here and there and there and there.
Yeah.
And it was the most comfortable seat I've ever sat in a car. Really like that. But yeah, if we're going to talk about on the track... if I had a favorite, if I said the best car I've ever experienced, I probably would own it by now. And if you look in my garage, it probably means that I don't have a best car because there's too many. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Chassis-wise, from let's say a supercar, the best chassis that I've experienced is the 600 LT, hands down. It is the best feeling, the best feedback. You know exactly what the car's doing. I absolutely love that. So that would be the best feedback in that regard. But one of the best drives is probably the E92 M3, right?
The Schermer.
The Schermer E92 M3. Yeah, not a normal, a base one, but the E92, the black one, XX31 Mark II. That would probably be one of the most exciting drives. But then you get into the M4 VLN car that's also built by Schermer, and that thing has so much front end grip that it's just mind-boggling. Then you've got this, so I might say that the 600 LT has a better chassis than this in terms of feeling everything, but we don't even need to talk about what's the faster car.
Yep.
And this car is incredible. Then you have what was the best motor. The Speciale probably had one of the most emotional motors.
Definitely.
I have high hopes for the E36 GTR that we're building. I have really high hopes for that in terms of the emotion standpoint. So I can't say what the best car I've experienced is. It would not be something like a Senna or anything like that, in my opinion. It wouldn't be that. It would be one of the cars that's in the barn or in the car park now.
Yeah. Interesting.
How about you, Misha? What's, from either driving or even passenger standpoint, you've done a lot of instruction laps and ride-alongs?
I think definitely like one of the craziest cars that I've experienced was a E46 supercharged.
Yep, I remember that.
The one that the door flew off on the main straight.
Yep.
That was definitely very emotional with the full slicks and proper. It was a manual gearbox, 700 horsepower. It was very impressive. The MC12 Maserati, the race car. Unfortunately, we couldn't go fast because already with 4,000 RPM, we had a black flag for being too loud.
I remember that.
But that was a good. Audi GT2 actually was also very good. That I had a passenger ride in Spa. And I have to actually answer, and you will actually see it in the upcoming video, the Rimac C2 actually.
Yeah.
I was very, 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 very impressed by the prototype. So that was...
You can catch that on my YouTube channel tonight, actually.
Yeah.
Driving fast cars slow.
Yeah. I'll talk to Manthey. That could be a thing, yeah. It could be very nice. I'll put you on the influencer list of Rimac. You're almost at 10K.
Yeah,
so maybe after this video.
Oh, yeah, there you go.
Yeah, we could definitely do something maybe.
Yeah. Next question. This was one that I liked also. What's your favorite food? Because Misha's Mr. Food Shot, right?
Oh wow.
What's your favorite food? And
it's just as difficult as the favorite track car.
And can you eat in the Porsche?
Can you eat in a Porsche?
In here, like, so what's your favorite food, and are you allowed to eat in here?
Well,
I'll answer the second one first, and then you can answer the first one.
Okay.
We were driving last night, and this box was sitting here, and I was smelling food for like 2 hours, and I hadn't eaten dinner. And then I think by about hour 3, I said, Misha, I'm about to eat somebody's dinner. That smells really good.
But you didn't do it because it's not allowed.
No.
To eat in the car, not that we would care about other
Now
persons.
we were talking too much. We were supposed to turn back there, so now I have to turn the world's most practical taxi around.
Oh yeah, now you can see how practical it is.
In the middle of town.
Yeah. And speaking of my favorite food, that's a difficult one. I mean, of course we have pancakes, but that's not really like.
Well, that's a food. I mean.
Yeah, I mean it is food, but it's more like a dessert. Are we talking about mains, about starters?
I don't know if you could eat anything right now. What would it be?
We had barbecue. I cannot think of food. That's a very it needs to be a very timed question. It's very difficult to answer. Well, if I could have anything, what I like the lobster. I mean,
lobster's pretty good.
Yeah, it's just something I haven't had in a while. Yeah, where we go? I think we're gonna make a cut here, so for like privacy reasons. We don't want to show where all the.
Okay.
Another 20 euros. We're gonna crack 100.
We just did our first delivery for the day,
yep.
And now we're back on the way to Lindenhof to pick up some more food. One other question that we had was, which of the current Apex cars would stay in your collection and not be sold? So once Apex didn't need them anymore, I guess is what the question is. Yeah, that's a really tough question because I think that anyone at Apex will probably tell you that I think of this car as my car. I think of the F80 M3 Taxi as my car, you know, so this right here is a car that I wouldn't want to sell. Mm-hmm. I wouldn't want to sell the F80. And those are really two key ones because those are two taxis, right? And so those are obviously cars that are like on par with what I have in the garage and what I'd want to keep. But rental cars, I don't think I'll ever sell the GT86.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, that's cool.
I really like it. I think it is such a cool car. In fact, today I was out tweaking on it, looking at it. What wing can we get on it? What, you know? I'm like, I think we need a little lower. I told George, get some more wheels for this. I want them wider. I want to run it on AR1s and see.
Everyone's
what it's like.
going to say now, oh, you should put a supercharger on.
Yeah, it has enough power.
Yeah.
That's the thing. Everyone's like, oh, I need more power. I need more power. That car has 200 horsepower. And 230 horsepower, and it's perfect.
Yeah.
Absolutely perfect. I love it. And so I actually think the GT86 is a car that I'll keep a long time.
That's nice. I'm very happy to hear it. So it's our second car.
Yeah.
It's probably also, with transparency, mine's probably our most crashed car.
It doesn't have a corner that's original. There's no doubt about that.
Yeah.
But they're never major. They're always minor.
Of course.
In terms of, there's never been a chassis damage. It's all just been body panels.
Yep.
That's all it's been, you know, or wheels. And that's really fortunate. But
whenever now a crash happens, we can say, oh, it's like, yeah, okay, block a car for a week. We're gonna wait on new bumpers.
Yep.
It's fine. So
Yep.
like we already know how to fix it. It's kind of fun.
Yeah. So that's honestly a car that I think I would keep. As I go through the fleet, the 218, it's going to serve a job, a purpose, and go. The Silver Cupra, it's a great car. The interior is amazing. I love it, but that's not a car that I would keep forever. The M4 also I'll sell in a couple years. The M2 I'd sell in a couple years. The Cayman GTS, I really do like that actually. Mm-hmm. It's a fun car, but I don't know if it's something I would keep forever. I would say probably the one that I would just be sure that I would keep would be the GT86.
Yeah, that's nice.
Yeah.
Well, and I think actually we can make an end here and come back with the second video when we're going to have a second order, because otherwise it's going to be too long of a video, and you guys have been enjoying the summits recently when we just like made them around 15 minutes. Yeah, break them up so people can like, we have like some more content. And yeah, suggest a question for next time, and don't forget to order. And book a stay at Apex and order.
Book a stay at Apex, order some Lindenhof.
Yeah.
All good.
All good. Do all of these things. Thanks for watching. Bye.
Bye, guys.